What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about things that I wish I knew prior to starting the gym, because there's so much information out there nowadays, especially on the internet, about working out, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what helps you with losing weight, what helps you with growing your glutes, what helps with building muscles. And as much as the information is useful and good information, a lot of it's bullshit. Like, a lot of it is bullshit, and a lot of it will steer you wrong in the wrong direction and have you waste a lot of your time. And you could have made so much more progress a lot quicker if you just had the correct information. I know, like, with the internet nowadays, that's, especially with Instagram, there's an abundant amount of information. I just would love if you guys would just do your research before actually believing what people say, because a lot of people will say something just for a check, okay? A lot of information that's posted are brand deals, collaboration, promo, and they are getting paid, these influencers, to say what they're saying or to post about a product. Now, don't get me wrong, some of them are obviously like fitness instructors, fitness personal trainers. They know the information, they know stuff about the body, they know about the product, they know the benefits, and they stand by that product because it works and it's actually like a legit credible product. But then there's some people who are just posting something, reading the back of the box to tell you what the ingredients are, what it's supposed to do, and they have no idea that this product is full of shit. That's something that I personally had wished I kind of knew back when I first started doing my training at the gym. Like, yes, I know that not everything on the internet is real, a lot of it is fake, but it's hard when you see a lot of the fake information constantly being portrayed, and not portrayed, but like constantly being put out there on the internet. So I really do advise you guys to just do your research before believing anybody. And when you finally like find someone who you believe is credible and they're always giving out good information, and like the products that they recommend, you see like these are good products too, then follow those people. Okay, those are people, those are your gurus, those are the people you want to stick by, you want to ride by, you want to stand by. Those are your people. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want to share with you guys that I wish I knew before going to the gym, because I definitely got wrapped up into that whole detox, flat tummy, waist trainer. Listen, been there, done that, and I don't want y'all to do the same thing that I did, because it's just not it. Another thing that I wish I knew before going to the gym is there's different variations of exercises. So I feel like we all know already there's different variations of squats. So we have a box squat, we have a jump squat, we have a barbell squat, we have a front squat, we have goblet squats. There's so many different kind of versions of squats. But I hope you guys know, as I mentioned probably in part 1 of my what I wish I knew before working out or going to the gym, which I will link in the description box below, the video for that, that there are glute focused exercises, and certain squats are not a glute focused exercise. Do not believe that doing squats will help you grow your butt. It's just, I feel like in 2022 we already know this, but there is a variation, I would say, that works more your glutes than it does your quads and your hamstring. Because if you guys don't know, basically a squat is a compound exercise, which means it works multiple muscles. So it works your hamstrings, your quads, and your glutes, okay? Those are the 3 major muscles that it pretty much works. But if you want to focus more on your glutes, let's say you're having a glute focused workout because you want to grow your butt, then you want to do a glute focused squat. Now, basically what that entails, for like, just to break it down real simple, all you're pretty much doing is you're just hinging your hips further back into the squat. So kind of like how you would do for an RDL, where you have to hinge your hips backwards and you really feel like the lower part of your glutes stretching. When you do a glute focused exercise, well, a glute focused squat is what I'm trying to say, you are actually hinging your hips more so than bending your knees. So it will allow you to have less range of motion because you're doing that hinging of the hips focus more. But you're going to notice that it targets your glutes a lot more than a squat. Especially if you're someone who's very quad dominant, which basically means that like when you do certain exercises for lower body, your quads get activated way more quickly and way more than your glutes or your hamstrings will. So for example, if you do a regular squat and you feel it more in your quads, or if you're doing a hip thrust and you're feeling more in your quads, it could be, obviously your form could be off, or it also could be that you are quad dominant. So this is where you feel it more. This is where it's like activated more, for lack of better words, because I just could not think of it. I also wish I would have known a KAS hip thrust, because this is the holy grail. We already know hip thrust is a holy grail for growing your butt, but the KAS hip thrust, KAS, is like, this one will grow your butt more than a regular hip thrust, okay? So this basically, kind of think of like a pulse, with like pulsing of the hip thrust. So you're not actually going all the way down and all the way up to get that full range of motion as you would with a hip thrust. You're kind of going like halfway down and then back up. So what that allows is that when you would go all the way down, you're kind of releasing the tension in your glutes of the hip thrust. And the highest peak of tension in your glutes is when you're at the top. So when you're extending your hips completely. So kind of when you have that 90-degree angle. So when you do a KAS hip thrust, you're actually going a bit down, not all the way, and then you pop back up, a bit down and then pop back up. So you're never getting that full release of tension, and it's going to burn, I promise you guys. Like, every single time I've done this, or I've done this with my clients, they're just like, what the hell? I didn't know hip thrust can hurt more than what we've done already. Like, it is a game changer, honestly. Now when I do my glute focus workouts on Monday, I make sure KAS hip thrusts are part of my hip thrust, because that's an essential. That's an essential part. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna stick by it. I love it, you know? The third thing that I wish I knew about the gym before starting the gym was when to do cardio. So I know a lot of people have this misconception that, my God, if I want to build muscle, I can't do cardio, which is, it's a bit flawed, okay? That's a little bit flawed. So let's just break that down real quick. When you're doing cardio, when you want to build muscle, that is very much important aspect, because it will help you burn calories and it will help you slim down. Because when you're trying to build muscle, when you're in a bulking season or bulking part of your program, you are eating a lot more. You're in a surplus. And if you're not like being active and doing like high intensity things, you can gain weight in the areas that you don't want to gain. So you want to build muscle, but you don't want to build up fat, right? And so I strongly believe, this is my opinion, okay? This is what I feel, this is what I believe, and this is what I do, this is what I show my clients, and I did my research on it too. You want to do cardio, but you don't want to go full on in with the cardio. You don't have to have cardio session 3-4 times a week. For personally, that's not something that I would recommend when you're trying to build muscle. But you do want to incorporate like 15-20 minutes of cardio at the end of your workout is a good idea. You don't want to do it in the beginning, because you are going to exert a lot of your energy, and you're going to need that energy to lift, because lifting weights takes up energy. Like, if you ever tried doing cardio before lifting weights, you would have noticed, I hope so, or I would assume, that you don't have as much energy as you would have if you did not do the cardio prior. So I do recommend cardio to incorporate it. I do recommend to do like high intensity workout. It's going to help you slim your waist. It's going to help you keep your body still in like that nice snatched form while still building muscles, still building your legs, still building your glutes, your arms, your chest, whatever it is. Still incorporate cardio. And it's just good for you to have like a good cardiovascular system, because trust me, when your cardio is trash, it ain't cute. It ain't cute. So the fourth thing I want to talk about that I wish I knew about the gym prior to working out is how ridiculous some of these diets or recommendation when it comes to nutrition are. So I'm sure we've all heard about like diets where they say no carbs, cut out carbs, you're gonna lose 20 pounds in a month, this, that, and the third. I know when you're wanting to lose weight, like you will literally try anything and do anything, and you want it quick, fast results. You don't want to wait months on end, a year in to lose the weight. I get it. We're very impatient people as humans. I get it. We want that instant gratification, that instant result. We hate having to wait. But these diets are not sustainable. Like every single time I sign up with a new client where I'm coaching them and I'm letting them, I'm giving like the meal plan and all of that, they always ask me about, okay, well, can I eat carbs? I heard carbs is bad for me. And I have to sit down and be like, girl, listen, you need carbs. Your body needs carbs. It's okay to eat carbs. But obviously in modification, and obviously what type of carbs. You have your healthy carbs and you have your bad carbs. You obviously want to stick with the healthier carbs and not the bad carbs, because carbs does turn into energy. Even though I personally didn't want to lose weight, I wanted to gain, it's still very important information that I feel like a lot of people should know this prior to starting the weight loss or their fitness journey, is that you want something that is sustainable. You want to do something that you will be able to maintain for the rest of your life type of thing, you know? You don't want something where, okay, this is a 3-4 month diet and after that I'm going to eat back to what I was doing before. you're just going to regain all the weight that you lost. It doesn't make any sense. So when you go into these diets or you're going on to these challenges, you have to think about it long term too. Like, okay, is this something that I actually realistically can keep up with for the rest of my life or for the next couple of years? So I would never recommend anyone, and I don't recommend anyone or my clients to cut out a macro. I would never say cut out carbs. I would never say cut out fat. I would never say cut out okay. If someone tells you to cut out protein, then you're wasting your money, go find someone else, okay? You should reduce the amount of carbs, reduce maybe the amount of fat you have, increase the amount of protein. You want to play with your macros. You never want to eliminate it because these are essential parts, like not parts, but these are essential nutrients that your body needs, especially if you're working out. Yes, you can develop energy from fat, but never cut out carbs completely. So if you hear a diet that says no carb diet, don't follow it. For my recommendation, do what you want to do at the end of the day. But for my recommendation as a certified personal trainer, listen, girl, don't do it. Don't. Pick something that you know you can actually do. Another thing I want to add on to that is when you do these weight loss journeys or fitness journeys, I wish I could tell myself back then to be like gentle with yourself, to be realistic with yourself. Don't jump the gun and have these unrealistic goals off the bat. Don't be like, okay, well, all I do is drink juice and soda every single day. I barely drink water. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to have 8 bottles of water. I'm going to have... Who you kidding? You're setting yourself up for failure, realistically. And then when you're not obtaining it, a lot of times it gets discouraging and you fall off. So you want to do baby steps. You want to say, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to start by having 1 bottle of water because you don't even drink no bottles of water a day. So I'm going to start off by having 500 milliliters. And then once you're able to consistently get that mark, then you can increase it. Okay, I'm going to have 1 liter. Then I'm going to have 2 point. Then I'm going to have, you know, like you just keep increasing it as you keep meeting those marks until you get to the big goal that you're trying to obtain for. Because if you're starting from ground zero and you're trying to get to 100, girl, that big, you're gonna fall. You can't make that jump. You're gonna fall. It's just not gonna happen. So just be gentle with yourself. It's okay if you fall off. It's okay if you have bad weeks. It's okay if you had bad months. It's part of a process. It's a journey. That's why it's called a journey. When I was doing it in the beginning, let me tell you, it was so hard for me. It was so hard to be consistent because anyways, I'll get into why I started in the beginning another time, but it took me a good year before I became consistent at the gym. There was so many times I will go, stop going, go, stop going, go, stop going. So be gentle, be okay with yourself. If you're not seeing results right away, just wait. Take pictures, take girth measurements with a measuring tape so you can track your progress over time. Forget the scale. If y'all know me by now and you've watched my previous videos, you know how much I tell you to throw away that scale. It ain't gonna do nothing for you other than cause anxiety and depression. Throw it away. Okay? With that, I also want to add into the comparison of yourself to other people. I get all the time, people look at me and they're like, oh my God, your body goals. I wish I had a body like that. I want to look like that. And I'm like, listen, I appreciate it. Thank you. But this is 7 years in the making, okay? This took me a while to get. I didn't just wake up and have this body. I didn't get this body after 3 months of training, after 1. No, this is 6 to 7 years of dedication, of hard working out. And now I'm just maintaining what I have. Also, a big part of it is genetics. A huge part of it is genetics too. And me having a sports background. So it's as easy as it is to look at people when you're on Instagram and you're just scrolling through and you're like, oh wow, she looks good, this looks good, I want a body like that. We have to remind ourselves that each and every person is different. You and I, girl, you and I can both be 5'9", 152 pounds and still look different. I'm sorry guys, my camera just keeps cutting off and on. It's just getting annoying. But as I was saying, you have to be okay with what you look like. You have to aim for what your body can do and be okay with what you see in the mirror rather than looking at someone else. Because let me tell you, there's always going to be someone prettier, always someone with a better body than you. You can't keep thriving for that, especially when you're comparing to someone that's on Instagram, and Instagram is fake as hell. Like, I don't know how many times I'm going to reiterate that. Instagram, social media is fake as hell. It's a highlight. People are highlighting their best aspects, the best part of their lives. They're picking and choosing what they want other people to see. So whatever post you see on Instagram, whatever body picture, videos, these are people showing you what they want you to see because this is their best angle. A lot of the times, and I wish I knew this back then because I used to compare myself all the time to girls that I see on Instagram, these fitness models, fitness influencers, they're taking pictures either straight after workout where the blood is pumped into their muscles and they're looking their best, they're sharp, they're shredding everything, or they are taking these pictures first thing in the morning when they have nothing in their system. You ever wake up in the morning and look at yourself and you're like, damn, I don't want to eat anything because my stomach is looking so flat right now. That's probably when they're taking their pictures. They're not taking their pictures at the end of the day after they had their 3 meals, their protein shake, and their last snack. Best believe not, because they're probably bloated. We all get bloated. The same way you get bloated and have that feeling is the same way that these fitness influencers, personal trainers feel as well. We just don't show it. And I wish we would do it a bit more. I am speaking on myself because I'm one of those people. But it's hard too because we want to show the best side of ourselves. We want to promote and brag like, girl, look at me. Look at me. I just did a good workout. Look what I look like. I like to show off too because like I work so hard for what I have, but I also try to be realistic and show people like, okay, I don't look like this all the time. The way I bloat may not look like you're bloating, but it's still bloated, you know? So really don't compare yourself to people because sometimes you're comparing yourself to someone who doesn't even look like that in real life. Let's be real. The next thing I want to share with you guys that I wish I knew about the gym prior to my fitness journey is when to have your protein after workout. Because I am so sure you guys all heard that after your workout, you have to have a protein shake. You have to have a high protein meal between 30 minutes to an hour post-workout. If not, it goes to waste and your muscles are not going to get the protein that... Let me tell you right now, that's bullshit, okay? Science and research has shown time and time again that there's no like specific time gap after your workout. You can push it, I think it's up until like 24 hours or 12 hours. I'm not too sure of the time to be precise, but I know for a fact that you don't have to have it right after your workout. Your muscles are still going to absorb and still utilize the protein the way that it would have 30 minutes after your workout, 3 hours after your workout. There's even some research that says a little bit before your workout you can have protein, but my recommendation honestly is as long as you have protein after your workout, you're good. Don't stress, don't worry, don't freak out because it's an hour and a half after your workout. You haven't had your protein shake yet. Trust me, you're good. If you want to have it right after because you want to get out the way because you might forget, that's a different story. But don't be pressured to think that you have to have it right away or it's non-beneficial, okay? I'm not too sure what number I'm at. I think number 6. But the next one I want to share with you guys that I wish I knew about the gym is the importance of listening to your body, recovery, and soreness. Because your body is going through a lot, okay? Especially if you're new to this, you are putting your body through trauma. Let's just put it straight in front, like that's what it is. You're going through kind of a traumatic situation with your body, putting it under stress. And so your body's going to be sore. Your body's going to need a break. You're going to recover. Recovery is just as important as doing your actual workout. So if you feel that your body is like slow, is sluggish, it's sore, it hurts, take a break. Listen to your body. You know your body best. Take a break. It's not going to push you back. It's not going to delay your progress. It actually will do more good than harm for you. But there's a fine line between being lazy and listening to your body. If you're just being like, ugh, I don't want to work out today, my body's telling me not to, I'm not going to do it, that's different than, okay, it aches and I'm hurting, I need to take a break, you know? Or you go to the gym and you're seeing that you can't push yourself as much as you usually would because your body is just not at its full capacity, then you need to recover. Not even saying like a deload week, like recover. Take time off, get a massage, a deep tissue massage, go see an athletic therapist, do something. Just relax. Go for a walk, an active recovery. That's good too for your body. Just listen to your body and relax. And I promise you, that way your muscles are able to relax. It's good to go for the next workout. Because if you keep push, like eventually you're going to burn out and your muscles are not going to be able to do what it needs to do because they're not getting a break. They need a break, okay? Now, the last thing I want to share with you guys that I wish I knew about gym prior to my fitness journey is the importance of the basic exercises. I know that there's so many workouts on Instagram where they're doing all these crazy, ridiculous stunts, okay? And it looks like, oh my God, that's so challenging. That's so this, that's so that. You don't need to be doing all that. You can literally do the basics and just do progressive overload with the basics and you will get the results that you need. You just need to keep in mind what are your goals and you need to know what exercises you need to do to obtain those goals. And like 8 times out of 10, you don't have to do all those crazy exercises where they're jumping off the walls and doing they're doing the most. And they're doing the most not because of the effectiveness of it, but in my opinion, I feel like they're doing the most for that theatric, like, oh my god, that's so cool. Because at the end of the day, it's on Instagram. They want something that's eye-catching, that's gonna stand out, that's gonna be like, oh shit, that's gonna stick with you, you know? No one's gonna be like, oh shit, when you see someone squat on a barbell. Because you've seen it 1,001 times. But if you see someone jumping with the barbell and squatting in it and doing a RDL right after, you're gonna be like, oh shit, that's impressive. Because it's something new. You've never seen this before. But I promise you, just sticking to the basics and doing the basics helps a lot. This is also why I have a hard time posting my workouts, because I'm just like, I don't feel like y'all gonna be interested in me squatting. Like, you saw me squat 10 times already for this month. You know, it's nothing new over here. It's just maybe heavier. And it's just because that's what I do. I'm not going to post something online that I don't do because it looks, oh my god, that's so cool, for that theatric effect, that theatric reaction. Like, no, I'm not working out for y'all to be entertained. I'm working out for my results, for my body, for what I want, you know? So I want you guys to keep in mind that a lot of those Instagram workouts, they are for entertainment and the wow reaction rather than the efficiency and effectiveness. Let's just scratch that word. That's basically all that I want to share with you guys in terms of everything I wish I knew about the gym prior to going to the gym. I hope this information really helped you guys, or just helped somebody. I really do hope so, because as I mentioned earlier, there's so much information out there, and I know how easy and hard it is to just get swamped and consumed with the bullshit that you don't even know what's true or what's real, and it's gonna hold you back. And it's probably 10 times worse now than what it was when I started 7 years ago, because now everybody's a fitness influencer. I'm just gonna say that. As long as you can post something at the gym, you're a fitness influencer. So be careful who you follow. Make sure the information that you're getting and you're receiving is accurate information. Do your research and just trial and error. Honestly, that's what it is in the beginning. It's trial and error until you can figure out what works for you. And once you kind of figure out a regime and plan your workouts and plan your, you know, your exercises and your reps and your volume and your weights and all of that, I promise you, with consistency, you will get where you need to go, or where you want to be, I should say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you did. If I missed something that you guys wish you knew about the gym prior to your fitness journey, then just drop it down below in the comment boxes so that you probably could be helping someone else who knows. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.